just sitting with the Sega Genesis I bought off of, it's a parts unit. I bought it off of eBay, and then I cleaned the shell, and I used McGuire's plastics to polish it after I scrubbed it in the sink. Silicone spray to give it the shine to make it black. I learned that off of Gadget UK. Use something called Back to Black, but I don't have that, just have silicone spray, so I guess it has silicone in it. And then I'm just fixing it up. This is for my personal use, my personal console. So I'm gonna sell my other one, but yeah, this board is the has a Sony CXA1145M. So when you look through the vents of the console, you know, on the back on eBay, oh, so I got some cotton on here. The board has this, you know, shorter than the other one. So the other one comes out to about here. So this one has the better chip on it. So it could be S-Video modded. I would have to look it up, but I think it's like pin 15 and 16 or something like that. And then two 220 microfarad caps. And then I have some cheap S-Video jacks, so I don't know, I might not do that today. I might just maybe go to Console 5 and order the S-Video kit and do a better job at it like I've been doing. But overall, this is a pretty good console. Tested it, worked, so I don't know why they said it was a parts unit. But right here's a bad, let's see if that's my camera. Yeah, right there's bad mod work. So some people do this when the power jack is faulty. So yeah, I'm just gonna fix that up, and then probably gonna recap the board too, just because I normally don't just recap a board, but for my personal stuff, I'll replace all these electrolytic capacitors, you know. For a customer, unless they want me to and pay extra money to do it, I'll do it. But yeah, I'm gonna buy more old consoles and try not to keep them, because I want to fix them up and sell them. But once I'm fixing up, I'll, you know, some people like to have the original caps on there because they're, you know, these ones are Rubicon, which are pretty high quality. I don't typically buy Rubicon. I buy caps that will suffice, but you know, I'm gonna see if I could just take these off first. And whatever flux this person used, it left a hell of a residue all over the board when I try to clean it up. And there's still all this brown stuff is flux. So I'm just gonna see if there's any cracked solder joints or anything in here. A lot of people will add this gauge wire to fix the power port because the solder joints are cracked, even though You don't need any type of wire as long as your pads are still there, and for the most part it looks like it's still there. I'll try to see if I could clean that crap up. It's hard. You know, it's probably this right here. It's rosin flux. I'll have a piece of tape on it. Which this is from Rat Shack, or Radio Shack, I should say, years ago. And this is good for like wire. I use it for dipping my wires in, but some contact cleaner. I don't want to waste contact cleaner, because this WD-40 stuff is like $8 a can at Walmart, you know, so, and it's that size of can, or $7, something like that. Used to be bigger until I ran out of that stuff. So I'm gonna try to save that for, jeez. See if I can. Yeah, this stuff is really, I don't even know what this person used. And it's bad soldering job on it, because you could see there's a hole right there. And that could just be me being, just by removing that wire, but. Jiminy Christmas. All right. It's leaving a hell of a residue on there. Supposed to, if you do use rosin flux, nothing against it. When I worked for a electronic manufacturer company, they stress getting that stuff off the floor, or off the board, I mean. If you got it on the floor, you'd have to get off of there too, but yeah. Anyway, all right, so, I'm gonna have to wick some of that up. If I know where I put my solder wick, anyway. I might just leave that one because it looks pretty good. So instead of adding crappy wires, I mean, that's only, like I said, if you cut the trace, but the traces are all there. So if this whole pad lifted or something, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, because if you got to the trace, then you really messed up somehow, but whoops. All right, So I'm just gonna put a lot of heat into it. And then this is some Harbor Fraud lead solder. Oops, that might be a little too much, but yeah. I don't like how that's all blobby. You don't want it blobby, but you want it to flow. I'm gonna turn the heat up on my iron a little bit more. So I'm just gonna wick some of this off. There, that looks better. I'm just gonna add some no clean flux on it. I should have done that to begin with. There, that looks tons better. Now, I don't know. I think this is like, oh, that's from something else. All right, this is all the residue just from me trying to clean the board up from all that rosin flux all over the board. But let's see. So we got 16 volts, 2200 microfarad. See if I can. See if I could take that out. Oh no, it's the wrong pad to begin with. All right. test these caps out. Let's see if these caps are any good still. Or at least this one. This would kind of be a benchmark. Yeah, kind of out of spec. Let's see if I have any more of those left. A lot of electronics take 220 microfarad caps. Oh, let's see what this tests at. I know Rubicon's kind of hard to beat, but let's see, 209. A little bit better. Alright, so we're gonna do positive. So the negative side's the one with the stripe, and the positive symbol is right here. Little plus sign on the board. Spread the legs out. Man, I think I started pulling a pad on there. Getting all the fluff off. Okay, I didn't pull the pad, it's still there. Oh, this solder fucking sucks. Alright, let me try this. See if I could do this for a reference. So how would this sit in there? So if you see a Sega Genesis, it doesn't come out to here. And it only comes to here on the board. And you're looking at auction listings. If you just see the shield come to there and not all the way out, then you got more likely a VA3 is what this one is. But that's kind of the indicator that you can S-Video mod these. And you would just have to make a hole probably on the top shell, probably right around here, you know, where you can mount your jack. But my Sega 32X has S-Video mounted. It's hooked up to a CRT TV, or has a S-Video circuit that I built for it. So this I probably won't mod. I don't know, maybe. It does give you kind of the option to do it. So we got that in, and now I'm just gonna go around the board, replace all the values that I have. I don't think I have the 47 microfarad cap kit at all, but I'd have to look. But yeah, I'll show you when it's all done. All right, here we are with the finished product. I got all the caps replaced, and for the most part the caps did test out pretty good. There were some that were kind of on the way out, but you got to think this is a 1994 revision, so yeah, 30 years old actually in 2024. So yeah, I'm gonna have this hooked up to the Sega CD and the Sega 32X and have it match with my Model 2 Sega CD that you've seen in my other videos. But yeah, check out my store if you want to buy a Model 2. I think I have a VA2. This one's a VA3 at xmodsgaming.com. And I'll put a link in the description for my website, my eBay store. Should be linked into my website. Also, those, I think I have one right here. The little bodge wires. I was watching another guy on YouTube with the VA3 motherboard, and he had the same bodge wires connected to ground, and it was only ground only, so I thought that was kind of odd. So it might be part of the VA3 revision. He left his, I didn't put mine back, so it seems to work fine when I tested it. So go ahead and rate, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification, and I'll see you guys next time.